This is motivation from the weightlifting geek. And if you've got 8 minutes, I've got a quick tech tip that could change the game for you when it comes to YouTube. So, in our previous quick tech tips video, we talked about overlays and that kind of deal. Now, now I want to kind of part two how we made the thumbnail for that video. So, the previous video we talked about making it rain in the chat using StreamYard overlays. So, let's jump into Canva and I'm going to show you how we made that thumbnail. I did it from my iPad. I made the entire thumbnail from my iPad because Canva's web-based. So literally, I took a picture, just like what you see right now. I put it in Canva. I removed the background because I had the pro version. I added some shadows and we made it. So let's talk about it. I'm going to share it with you and then we'll get into it. So this is me on my iPad. That's the video that I downloaded, the picture I downloaded. I pulled the background out with Canva. I added a white border to it. I picked this base thumbnail. Now I'm kind of moving around the wording because you want your wording to be big enough to be easily seen because the thumbnail is small, but you don't want it to look cluttered or crowded either. So I play with my wording and how I talk, Joe, how big I make things and so on and so forth. And that's what I'm doing right now. Most of the stuff in the background, like the dots, is part of the base template from Canva that I'm tweaking to be my own. So I try to leave as much as I can, but then it gets to a point where it's like, you know what, it's too much. It's cluttered. I gotta get rid of stuff. So then I'm like, make it rain money. Because that was gonna be my catchphrase for the thumbnail. But then it's like, okay, I gotta make that a little bit smaller. So I'm trying to make that a little bit smaller. Then the dots are starting to get in my way. So it's like no dots, no dots, no dots. So I started adjusting the size because I want my torso to be big enough to be recognized in the thumbnail, but I don't want to not have enough space, or I need to have space for actual words besides just me because it is quick tech tips. So I need that to be seen quickly and easily. So here I am, I'm going through and I'm playing around with some of the elements. So I searched for money and I want to say I grabbed one or two of these. Yes, so I grabbed the hand holding the money and just like that, we're shrinking that. So now it's not too big. I'm debating on whether I'm going to put it there or there. I don't quite know where I want to put it. I don't want it to be in the way. I don't want it to distract from me because I'm on my iPad. I grabbed the down handle instead of the whole thing. So it's like, oh, you know what? Put it at the end of money because it fits. So I put it at the end and now I'm just kind of trying to adjust to figure out what I want to do because I don't quite know what I want to do. And I'm like, let's add some money. And same thing, I didn't grab the corner to shrink properly. So then it's like, okay, let's shrink this a little bit because that doesn't have to be super huge for people to see that that's money. Then it's like, do I want to put it there? Do I want it to be that big? What do I want to do with it? So I'm trying to figure out what in the world I'm going to do. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So then it's like the wow thing. I was trying to change the wording in the wow bubble, but it takes me just a second to realize that the wording is part of the bubble and the bubble can't be adjusted. So then it's like, okay, well, maybe I just need to move it. I don't take nearly as much time in making thumbnails as I should. And it's often because I am so busy that I only have 10 to 15 minutes to throw a thumbnail together. And by professional standards, that is throwing a thumbnail together. It's nothing for a professional to take 2 days on just the thumbnail because it's that important. So hopefully with the adjustments we're making schedule wise, I'm going to try to make the thumbnail for tomorrow's after work live stream as soon as we finish doing this. Try to give it some time, really come up with something good, a good topic, something we can discuss, something that's engaging, you know what I mean? And that kind of deal. So I'm playing around to figure out what I want to do. Now, mind you, I'm doing all of this from Canva.com on my iPad. You can do it on your phone as well. It's just difficult with the phone because the screen is a little bit smaller than, say, your iPad. But I want you to see the versatility of this and how Canva works. And I also want you to remember that if you choose to get Canva, shameless plug, please use our affiliate code in the description below. That way, everyone can connect. I almost switched to live stream, y'all. We just finished the live stream early and I'm still in my live stream mode. But if you use the affiliate link below, then it helps us to be able to grow. You're supporting the channel and you're getting access to the pro features that we use right here on Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek. So I'm just kind of playing around trying to figure out what I want to do, if I like that. And then I got to thinking that everything has to pop. Just like the outline of my torso adds something to it. It's like, okay, let me do something with that bubble in the back, because that bubble in the back kind of needs to pop a little bit too. And that was a notification for Solitaire. Of course, I would get that in the middle of filming on my iPad. So we go over here to border, start kind of playing around to figure out what I can do. And so I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do size wise. And there we go. You want to say hey to the people real quick, little man? Show him your haircut. Show him your fresh haircut. Yeah, so he just got his haircut, and we're going to be putting a video out on his channel real soon. So I just wanted you to see how this works and how we do it right here on Canva using our iPad, completely and totally away from the computer. You can do it on the go, that kind of deal. By all means, Canva is an excellent tool. I highly recommend it to everyone. And hopefully this has been helpful. Let me know if we need to do anything more specific with Canva that you have questions about or concerns about or things you'd like to see. So as always, thank you so much for being here. We hope that this quick tech tips video has been beneficial to you, and we can't wait to see you on the next quick tech tips video from Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek. Take care, y'all.
My way yet again. We must be meant for each other, girl. Oh yeah, baby, don't fight it. Hey, I was chilling with the bros. We was up for a night.